The answer, unfortunately, or fortunately, whichever way you want to look at it, it comes down to marketing, right? If you say you're an AI firm, it's quicker to get a meeting. You may then be running k-means aggregation behind the scenes. Maybe different for you because you can pull up like geospatial and satellite imagery and actually really use the really important parts of machine learning to be predictive. And if I'm taking a little bit of a guess of the analytics that you may have from those sensors, it winds up just being marketing. I'll give you an example. Prior to me joining Snowflake, I still have it up and running, but I don't really do much with it. I was 3 years ahead I built a website that said Synapse Analytics AI, right? To eventually be my consulting firm when I retire. Instead of .io, .ai, when someone sees it, when it hits their eyes on an email address, they go, oh, this person wants to know about advanced analytics, right? That's part of it. You're spot on. A lot of it winds up just being marketing. And then to be in truth, 90% of the workloads are people go, oh, we should use Gen AI for this. They should just use machine learning. That you are spot on your assessment. So it winds up being part of playing and understanding how the world works out here west, as I know Suraj does. Part of it just has to be like, hey, we have some companies that we have cash we need to deploy in VC land. We have some things we need to create something that the market talks about and invests in. And sometimes these things are not ready, but you need to move the world forward. And this is one of those examples. Here are examples where this works outrageously well. One, if you are or one way to think about artificial intelligence, the real artificial intelligence, the deep minds, the neural networks, even generative AI to a certain extent. In healthcare, in biotech, it's able to, at this point, right? DNA sequencing, right? It's not something, CRISPR is not something that was doable prior to the release of a lot of this or the investment in this technology. So the speed at which like you see the weight loss drugs would be an example. The GPT-1s, I forget what they're called or something like that. Those are all the result of applying artificial intelligence to lab research in chemistry and biology, right? That it is of the two waves in the coming wave book, biotech is coupled with AI, because what that means is that our life expectancy is going to extend. So, and that changes paradigms and problems. Like if you don't have a pension, how do you get to 120 years, right? If you're a country of billions of people, what does that mean from a housing standpoint? What does that mean from a care standpoint? Does this force us to need robots to take care of our elderly? What occurs if everyone is healthy and no one is allowing, or if you're in jobs or careers and no one is moving on? People need to leave from 60, no longer can retire at 60. There's no pension. They're trying to stay till 75, right? So what do you do with that level of career? How do you change your health? It changes how humans are going to the evolution of humans, right? It is without question that will be one of the things that happens. But as it pertains to us, legal document review, strategy reviews, those are areas that generative AI on a day-to-day basis. I run and operate my house with an open laptop of ChatGPT. There are things that I don't even ask anymore. I outsource most facts to my computer. I try to be as creative and listening and as I possibly can and present as I can. And I do that mostly by having nothing in my brain because at the end of the day, I don't really need to know this stuff anymore. I'll give you all, and so that you don't think I'm foolishly talking here. So let me see. It's hard because I'm on my work laptop. There's certain things you can and cannot do with ChatGPT.
Yeah.
But I'll give you a day-to-day example. If some of this stuff is not it's not appropriate, I'm just gonna, it's part of trying to do this live. Yeah, all right. Here's an example. I had to buy flowers for Valentine's Day. I didn't comb the internet. I was like, hey, what's going on? We have like 2 prompts, and prompt engineering is the way. I'm not going to get super detailed into how you actually operate these APIs. I'll leave that for others. Hey, what is this? I actually know how to prompt engineer. It's like, okay, cool. I need the actual codes. And this wound up saving me in 15 seconds, $40 on flowers.
This is pretty cool.
Yeah, like I'll give you another example.
Coupon codes.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. Coupon codes. Like there's no reason. Maybe I could do it this way too. We'll stay here and then I'll do one or two other things. All right, here's an example. I live by myself in Miami, Florida, and I rent and I had this error code. And I was like, oh, why does my dryer not work? I didn't go to any manual. I plugged in ChatGPT. It's like the dryer in this picture keeps pausing. How do I fix the error so it completes? And it gave me the answer. It's a flashing moisture error. You could see it to the right. I'm directing it. This is called like a retrieval augmented. This is how you like advise tech, how you direct unstructured data searching,
Yep.
right? Hey, here, look to the right, right? You have to know how to basically prompt or the attributes of the model. What exercises should I do for my hands, right? Been typing, which may not ever be a skill set the next generation needs, but my generation needed typing. I used to type 150 words a minute. It has effects on the mobility of my hand at this age. And it's like, okay, I didn't go to a personal trainer. I didn't do whatever. I asked this to be the personal trainer. Give me the answer for what to do to increase mobility in my fingertips, right? These are the things that anyone can do from a productivity level, right?